Right, here's another battle against PitAngelico from YouTube, and this is an underused match using the Sandstorm team I used last time. And also, he used a different weather team. I actually told him I was going to be using the Sandstorm team, but yeah, he brought a weather team along anyway. So I lead with Hippowdon, he leads with Roserade, and he sets up the Sun, which obviously isn't too good for me. So I switch out to Altaria or Joe to take the grass attack. I was actually expecting Liston for some reason, but I guess in Sunny Day Team Solar Beam makes sense. So yeah, I take Solar Beam pretty nicely, and I'm scouting out to see if he's got the Hidden Power Ice. So I switch to Clefable, which I'm not really too sure if he's got Hidden Power Ice or not, because that seemed to do a lot. If it was like fire, it probably would have maybe done that much for the sun boost, but it may have been ice, I don't know. So I'll just go for the wish now in case he decides to stay in, and Solar Beam again, so I could just get healed up from any attacks he does. And as he switches to Uxie, I'm thinking Uxie isn't really a threat to my Hippowdon, so I can switch it in safely. And yeah, I don't need to bother too much about the wish boost. So Sandstorm's back up, and he puts the Sunny Day back up while I go for my Stealth Rock. So yeah, that wasn't too good for me. So I think he just U-turns. I was thinking he actually switched there, but U-turns, and yeah, he gets a run and crit, made no difference at all there, and goes back to Roserade while I go for the yawn. So yeah, it's going. I'm guessing I don't know if he has natural cure on this or not actually, as he never let go of sleep. Actually, I think he did, then I killed it, but that was later on. So yeah, he goes back to Yuxie who I protect to obviously make sure I get the sleep on the Roserade. But yeah, he comes in, he yawns me, I yawn him, and we're both going to have to switch out here as both of us don't want each other to be put to sleep. I was thinking he maybe letting them don't know, Hippopota. I still can't say the name. But I was thinking about I'm going to sleep, so I had Altaria with Heal Bell, but I changed my mind thinking you'll get a free switch in anyway, so may as well just switch out. So I go back to Clefable, he weather balls me, and yeah, that is quite a decent amount. That's pretty good. And I go for the wish, as I'm pretty sure I'll be able to live a solar beam if he decided to go for that. So he goes for the Hidden Power Ice here, predicting the Altarius, which was a pretty good play on his part, but I just wanted to keep Lefebvre in and get as much damage done as possible, really. So I go for a Seismic Toss, and yeah, that's a decent amount done there. I'm not too sure on his current HP. I'm thinking he probably has enough to live two more Seismic Tosses, but I still just go for it anyway. At full HP, he's not really doing too much damage. So he switches to Moltres, takes a heavy amount of damage from Stealth Rock. Seismic Toss will probably be a 2 or 3 hit KO. Thinking maybe a 2 hit KO now with the leftovers. But yeah, he goes for the Morning Sun, which shows him up pretty well. And I was thinking he'll probably go for a healing move, so I just decided to Encore it. Even if he didn't and he attacked, I could just Encore that and switch to something that could take the attack. So go back to Hippowdon, no one, I'll get a free switch in, I'll get Sandstorm back up. And yeah, just doing that is pretty good for me. So he just stays in really probably to get his health back up, not too bothered if a seismic toss, as he's got to probably still heal more anyway with the sun up at the time. So he's just out now, obviously not Wi-Fi to Hippowdon, and I just go for the yawn to put Moltres or switch into sleep. So I'm thinking, because he brought Roserade in, he's likely not to attack, and he's more likely to get the Sunny Day back up again, which he does do, and I just Earthquake him. Which is quite good as he may, I don't know if he had Natural Cure or not, so he may have used that against me as I can't put anything else in his team sleep, even though that Roserade's near death. So he switches in his Executor, or his Face plus Palm, and I decided to switch back to Joe to take the Solar Beam, which I was predicting, which was quite good for me again, and keep taking a lot of Solar Beams with this thing. And here was probably a big mistake on my part. I should have scouted to see if he had the Hidden Power Ice. I'm normally more familiar with him having Hidden Power Fire than Ice, but he runs Ice, so that really just that was quite bad for me, as Altaria was pretty useful for me, especially as it was set up and is just good for taking hits that obviously aren't ice. So I go back to Hippowdon just to get the Sandstorm back up. I can't remember what I actually do now. He switches to Moltres, and I switch out as well to Clefable. So yeah, that was quite good for me. So I think he ends up morning sun again, but it doesn't heal that much because the sandstorm's up. Thinking it works like synthesize, depending on the weather, depends on how much it heals, like can't remember exactly how much, something like half if it's no weather, and maybe more than that if it's sunny, and then like a quarter if there's hardly any. So yeah, I think I just wished and stuff, wasn't paying much attention there. But I'm just going to say I can toss this off, and yeah, he never attacked, so the wish was failed. I think I encore him now, thinking no, I think I go for the seismic toss. Maybe encore seismic toss, I forgot which I go for now. But he flamethrowers, because the sun's up, I think it's doing quite a decent amount. I encore him, and yeah, he's doing a decent amount, but he can't heal himself now. So here I think I actually probably should have kept Clefable in, and just wish, protect, seismic toss kind of spam. It's probably not the nicest play in the world, but it gets the job done, I guess. Um, so yeah, I'm one away from 96 HP, which kind of sucked. So I go for the wish, and I think I'm saying wish, kind of weird. Wish, I don't know. But yeah, I go for the protect, which I do feel is kind of like a bad move to do. Well, it was good for me, but it's kind of bad for him. Me just try to stall him out here, which isn't too good. So I think I kind of just felt bad here going for the spam cliffy wins. I hate normally doing things like this unless it's for something like a tourney or that, and I was like, I have to win. This is just more it's like for fun, and I'm not really one to keep spamming the same stuff again. So I go to Regirock as I know I could take the fire move anyway. And here I should actually switch back to Hippowdon to get the Sandstorm back, as he was most likely going to switch anyway, so probably been a better play on my part. I stay in and I go for the Rock Slide just to hurt whatever comes in. So Yuxi comes in, the rock slide actually does a fair amount to it, to be honest. I thought I wouldn't do that much. But yeah, I go for rock slide again. He yawns me, and here, I don't know why I even went. He's sunny days here, fair enough. I go for the curse. I don't really understand why. I should have rock slided or rested. And the main reason for rest is so I know how many turns of sleep I'm going to have. As obviously as you use yawn, it's unpredictable how long I'll be asleep for, and he gets another U-turn crit. It just seemed kind of random. I think that was like the only hacks in the match that he got a few U-turn crits, and it's like the most pointless thing. A Yuxi's U-turn is one of the most pointless things to really crit unless maybe low HP or something like that. So yeah, sleep talk rest I think, or sleep talk something useless, so I didn't get any damage on him. I switched back to hit Bowden, predicting the solar beam, but he predicts me pretty well there and goes for the psychic, and that takes I keep calling it Hippowdon. It's not Hippowdon. It's the hippo thingy. Hippopotamus. I still can say. And this is probably my stupidest move of all. You just use psychic on hippo, and I bring in something that's 2 times a week to psychic, and I don't know why. I just completely forgot about psychic for some reason. And yeah, it's like it's not even like I was predicting to outspeed or anything. It was just a stupid move. And here's probably less stupid move, but I should have probably predicted an explosion and protected. But even if I brought this instead of Nidoqueen, he might have exploded then, and it would have been quite useful to have Nidoqueen for the rest of his team. Um, as I'm not too sure if he had any super effective. If this thing had HP Ice, it could have been quite bad. But yeah, I got to Regirock, and he sets up Sunny Day again. I didn't predict to wake up so soon, so I went for Sleep Talk, and that was just fail. Like seriously, when other times do you actually wake up after 2 turns of being yawned or whatever? So he goes for the Solar Beam, and that's going to take me out without Sandstorm, Special Defense Boost, and he's got Life Orb, so yeah, that's pretty good. And now I'm down to my last guy, I believe, which is this cat turn. But yeah, I'm such quite surprised I didn't kill him with Sucker Punch. But yeah, that was pretty much the game over anyway. As I had Moltres, I wouldn't have been able to take him down with this, as he risks Focus Punch and he resists Seed Bomb, and he could predict when I go for Sucker Punch and just Morning Sun, so that'd be a waste of time. So yeah, it was a good game there, Joe. It was pretty close towards the end. A few bits of bad play on my part, but yeah, it was pretty good. So comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and check out his channel.